Hey guys, what's up? MadSeason here, back with another video for you. So as you may have noticed, I've recently for the first time started making some RuneScape videos. Having never played it until recently, I started a playthrough of sorts, sharing a brand new player's perspective on it, which has been really fun. And today I wanted to show you something else that's going on with the game right now. And I come to you today with the sponsor that started all of this madness, Jagex. Although like with my other one, I have full freedom to say whatever I want, but I happen to enjoy just about everything with this, so it works out anyways, I guess. There are tons of videos about this already, but I figured that I would use my unique position here to make one aimed for absolute beginners like myself. So if you've never played this game before, as I'm sure many of you haven't, as this is primarily a WoW channel, as you know, my hope is that you'll be able to walk away from this video knowing the general gist of what's going on, if not intrigued enough to try it yourself, because if you're anything like me and you like the classic non-linear MMO style, you'll probably have fun with this. So anyone who's familiar with what Blizzard has been doing with seasons in classic World of Warcraft will pick up on this right away. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if seasons were inspired by leagues. Old school RuneScape, as you may know, is a recreation of RuneScape 2, which has been partly shaped by the player base through the form of polling. It's a very old school style of MMO, more in the sandbox subgenre where there is direction to be found, but how you proceed is really up to you. There are many different skills that the player can pursue in any order that they desire. It's the time before the magic formula was found, and everything after that had to be theme park linearity. It was first released 11 years ago in 2013, and since then they've slowly added more and more content in line with this classic MMO philosophy until today, where the game is quite vast and popular. But aside from that, they also have these limited timed league events where, in my opinion, it's actually a better time to start because everybody starts off fresh with unique rule sets and buffs that drastically change the form and the feel of the game. As a reward for participating, you get points, which you can then spend on your main character in OSRS for cosmetic rewards, which you can either keep or sell on the Grand Exchange for Gold. It's the most exciting time, and it's where they usually hit their peak player counts, as you'll see with how swarmed the starter area is. So making this video was a little tough because I do currently have a blind playthrough going with the game, so in an effort of not spoiling that, I limited as much as possible my activities to what I haven't done yet on that main game, like sticking with quests that I've already completed, for instance, which luckily for me, the ones in Lumbridge are all the ones that I've done already. The goal isn't to do everything in the game, although I'm sure some crazy people will, but you are handed quite a large list of tasks ranging from a variety of activities from leveling certain skills, completing certain quests, or visiting areas, dancing in a graveyard, punching chickens. So really you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do, and due to the XP multipliers and the crazy relics, you move extremely fast. To do what took me a few weeks in the main game, I was able to do in one day. You progress insanely fast in this game mode. Like this mining pick I got, for example, is like a game genie. It insta-mines veins, it automatically smelts the ore, and gives me blacksmithing XP just by standing here and spamming click. It's kind of similar to the Season of Discovery from World of Warcraft in a way, where you have these off-the-wall OP things that in the normal game would be way too broken, but since it's temporary, you can kind of get away with having fun and breaking the game and whatnot. There's also this one for Thievery, which guarantees pickpocket success. It auto-casts it, and it turns it into an AoE. Yeah, I figured out how to pickpocket finally, so please clap. At the very start, you're limited to just one zone, Misthalen, and following the in-game tutorial, when you're shown how to unlock areas, you also get the island of Karamja as well. As you complete tasks and earn more points, you will earn the ability to unlock more zones of your choosing, which in turn opens up more tasks to complete. So there's a bit of linearity added to it compared to the normal game, but at the same time, you can choose whatever zone you want to unlock and what tasks to do, so you still feel like you have a lot of control in how you play and what you do. All characters are also restricted under the Iron Man rules, where you can't use the Grand Exchange, so it really gives an even, fresh, brand new start feel. This new league is called Raging Echoes, which has new relics, new tasks, and new game content added since the previous league. They have these powered up bosses to accommodate for the increased player power, so you're not just steamrolling everything. You can get new rewards for defeating them. There's a combat mastery system in the form of a skill tree, where by completing certain tasks, you get points to increase either your melee, ranged, or magic capabilities, or a hybrid should you desire. And beyond that, there are also high scores and a leaderboard with trophies, depending on how high you place for the extra competitive people. It just launched on the 27th of November, and it runs until about mid-January. But due to their accelerated nature, you can start this late. In fact, in some ways, you'll have an easier time in regards to mob and item spawn since you're not dealing with that initial frenzy. My favorite part, and you'll know this if you watched my other videos, is that they have infinite run. Although it is a little disappointing because I can't reuse the grandparents having sex metaphor. But if someone who's brand new to the game like me can get into it, so can you. I was a little intimidated at first, but immediately upon starting you get this full tutorial on how everything works, as well as the task list adding some direction. So I think that combined with the infinite run, I would say it's even more friendly for new players. Just don't get used to it because obviously once it's over you're back to the normal XP rates. So like I said, if you're at all familiar with seasons in World of Warcraft, you'll notice a lot of similarities between the two. The two main differences being their length. Leagues are much shorter, and the cadence is increased more because of that. Whereas in World of Warcraft, they seem to last about a year with 150-ish% XP increase or whatever it's at now. And the other difference being is that leagues have these cosmetic rewards that transfer over to the main game depending on how much you progressed in them. It's a fun little game mode. It does kind of make me envious as a lifelong World of Warcraft fan. I know that RuneScape and WoW are two completely different games, but the more I play it, the more potential I see in, like, progressing vanilla in the same vein as OSRS with community-driven polls. And for the seasons, they have different things as a testing ground to see what the players like and dislike. And instead of it being this own contained thing, for participating, you could get cosmetic rewards on the main game, like tabards or pets or something. I personally think that that would be pretty popular. I don't know, just throwing it out there. Regardless of all of that, what I'm happy about is that there is still a demand for the old school MMO style, where it's not so much about the destination as it is about the journey, and I think that's shown with how popular all of these fresh relaunches are, especially with something like Leagues where it's all about progressing through that initial game and mid-game period, and then eventually you reach the end game as well, of course. And as someone who's very new to the game, as far as OSRS is concerned, at least for me, you can't say it's nostalgia. It seems that there's just something about classic MMO design that appeals to me and many others, so I'm glad that there are MMOs out there still carrying the torch. But anyways, just wanted to let you know about this. If you are interested in it, check out the link in the description and the pinned comment and you'll learn more about it. Hopefully this video gave a good idea of what to expect though. But aside from that, thank you as always for watching. Like the video if you liked it, because I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Farewell for now, mortals. We hope you enjoyed today's video. See you again soon.